to bring up the half-century. Impressive batting, and they'll want to push on from here.
Good half-century, ensured the strike rate's maintained, and pushed on really, really well.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. You join us for this match between the Rajasthan Ravens and the Hyderabad Phoenix. I'm Mike Atherton, and with me for this match is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy, and the Silver Fox himself, David Gower.
Thanks, others. We're almost ready to get underway. I've just been taking a look at conditions down in the middle, and it really does seem like a batter's paradise. Don't think the bowlers were getting a lot of help on this pitch. Certainly not seeing any rain today, and the small amount of cloud we have should be gone soon.
Thanks, David. We're going down to the middle now. The captains are ready for the toss.
No surprises there. Batting first was the most logical choice. It's a beautiful surface and one that should yield plenty of runs.
Didn't get anywhere near the first ball of the innings. The right armour is coming into the attack from the south end. A beauty, brilliant catch.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely... Immaculate timing there.
Well, that was a very solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Thick edge. Easy catch. Didn't have to move, really.
Oh dear, it's been a poor innings under pressure, and now they've got their key batter out cheaply.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark their guard. Pereira, the spinner, coming into the attack. Into the gap. Nice shot.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early, and it was dispatched with aplomb.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs.
A new bowler is coming into the attack. Bowled him! Beauty! Absolute beauty!
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. The boundaries. Brilliant shot, that.
It was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
Just about timed that perfectly.
It was wide and suitably dealt with.
Great shot. Placement exquisite.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly, and placed into the gap.
Thrashed away. What a shot.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early, and it was dispatched with aplomb.
Gap.
Great shot.
A poor delivery, and you don't pass up chances like that.
Nicely played.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just...
Too good. Not sure anyone is going to cut that off.
They're the sort of shots that you just stand and admire. Gets on.
Gone. Played all around it.
They will receive now the warmest of receptions from this crowd for a supreme display of batting.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play. Great shot. Placement exquisite.
He was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
They'll push hard, should get back for 2.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Going with spin now. Got all of it, and for 6.
Just a little bit of room given, and the power was immense. That's flown over the boundary.
Take a wicket to make it what they can do here. That's right off the meat of the bat.
Quick to get onto that sweep. It was beautifully placed and beautifully struck for 4.
That's out. Caught.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not. Beautifully played through the leg side off the back foot.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
Goes up and over for 6. That's the positive option.
That just drifted a bit and pounced on. Hit high and mighty.
Absolutely nailed it.
Up and over the top. There's always more room.
Going forwards. Just about timed that perfectly.
Really good innings to bring up the half-century. Impressive batting, and they'll want to push on from here.
Super shot that.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs.
Now know the areas they need to be hitting. They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
Very sweet off the bat, and 4 all the way. Brilliant shot that.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there down the ground.
This misses that for 4. A bit of West Indian flair to that.
It made a thud out of the middle. Slammed through the leg side for 4.
Right out of the middle.
Just missed the line, not the worst delivery.
Great shot.
Found the gap with ease. Wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it still raced to the rope.
My advice would be to go back to your stock delivery and move on from there.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Nicely played.
Just perfection. A majestic shot.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
No trouble at all to punch it away to the boundary for 4. A poor delivery.
You can see how and put away. Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
That ball was just an invitation that was accepted by return of post. Berger will be disappointed with that delivery. Looking a wee bit nervous. You've just got to control the nerves and remember to play each shot on its merits.
And that's the end of the innings. The Sunrisers have set a target of 166 runs. The openers are coming out to begin the chase. A few early boundaries will help settle things down. The bowlers will only need a sniff to get back in the game. Runs on the board. Beaten on the drive.
Shot in my
the south end. Flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Middle that one. Great timing.
That was timed very, very well. Great shot. Driven down the ground and flew over the boundary.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope. Punched that away through the covers with exquisite timing.
Great shot. Great timing.
Right out of the textbook, off the middle, and it flew to the boundary.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there down the ground.
Yep, super piece of timing.
There was a bit of width on that, and they've climbed into the shot to send it up and over for 6.
Yep, great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
They got it well away square. Nobody anywhere near it in the field to cut it off.
Here's
Patel.
now. Yep, they've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
The right arm pace bowler is coming in. Yep, finds the edge.
A really good 50 partnership. These two are looking strong, and it's going to take something special to break it up. Nicely for the team.
Waiting. Yep.
Mistimed it completely. Did just enough to get it to the rope.
6 runs added in the over. The Royals are none for 57. Yep. Great shot through the gap.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing out of the middle, and it raced to the boundary.
Yep. Off the edge. Could be 4. Waiting. Yep. Can't get that outside the ring field. 4 runs added in that over. Yep. Well placed. Should get a single. Gone. Excellent catch. Close to the bat.
Well, the end of an entertaining performance with the bat. Certainly a good wicket to get. The run
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand. Doesn't want to bowl it there. Overpitched and helped to the boundary.
One of those ones where you really have to make sure you watch it all the way onto the bat. Picked up the slower one nicely.
Yep, super piece of timing.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Yep.
Really good innings to bring up the half century. Impressive batting, and we'll want to push on from here. That's a really good half century. Ensured the strike rate's maintained. Has pushed on really, really well.
Yeah. That's gone all the way, right out of the middle.
Off the front foot, hit it with all the power and elegance of a batter, right at the top of their game.
Yep, great shot.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap, timed it nicely for 4 more.
If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Yeah, right off the middle of the bat.
That's the 50 partnership between these two, gaining some momentum nicely for the team.
Yeah, great shot.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing out of the middle and raced to the boundary.
A real beauty. Just times it so well.
That races away to the boundary. A beautiful shot off the front foot. Just textbook stuff.
Yeah. Too good. Not sure anyone is going to cut that off. Yep. Immaculate timing there.
Found the middle of the bat. Great timing. Lovely front foot shot. That has raced to the boundary.
Only a touch full and put away. Yep. Just about timed that perfectly.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better.
Sharma, the left armour, is the new bowler from the... Yeah. Perfect technique and placement.
That little bit of room, and you see how quickly the ball races away to the boundary. Really.
Got all of it, and for 6.
That's a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot, and it's flown over the boundary.
That's going a long way. What a shot that is.
And that marks the end of the match. The Rajasthan Ravens complete a decisive victory in this match. Thank you very much for joining us.
Always looked like that target was just under par, and so it proved. Chased down easily, great batting, and a deserved win.
Not sure which way this match was going at first, but it ended up being a pretty easy victory. Hope you enjoyed the coverage. See you soon.